The president addressed the trade representative at the annual Trade Representative Forum at State House Entebbe, organized by the Presidential Advisory Committee on Exports and Industrial Development. According to the chairman of the Uganda Tourism Board, Daudi Migereko, prior to COVID-19, tourism was Uganda's #1 foreign exchange earner.
What we are missing out on is implementation. I heard the minister talk about urgency. Mr. Chairman, can anyone whip us to appreciate the fact that we have already lost time with everything and we must pursue everything with urgency? Because that's what is missing.
President Museveni tipped the gathering about the many ways of making money in Uganda, especially if one is focused on adding value to the existing raw materials like coffee, milk, cotton, tea, tobacco, fruits, beef, oilseeds, cocoa, bananas, leather, cassava, sugar, among others.
Investors whom we try to encourage to come to Uganda, one has got to answer the question, how can I make money in Uganda? What our government has done, as you hear, we have woken our people up to go into the money market for the money production for the first time. Coffee, I think we are now producing, somebody was telling me that we may have achieved 12 million bags of coffee production from 2 million bags. The battle there is to add value to the coffee by processing. I have given you the figure. So therefore, I want to report to the meeting that we are succeeding in moving our people into producing for the market, in addition to producing for home consumption.
He said that the now growing population of Uganda, which will be 100 million people in the next 30 years, up from the current 43 million, is an opportunity for growth.
Now, with the bigger population, competition for economic space increases. You can no longer afford to be laid back, because more people now need access to resources. And secondly, education. Those people, like the people of the coffee, that coffee group, these are all young people who have got modern education. So therefore, you don't have to panic. The reasons why exports are not so much is because the population had not woken up to understand the importance of exports. But nobody can compete with us once the people wake up.
According to the chairman of the Presidential Advisory Committee on Exports and Industrial Development, Audrey Krawogo, the meeting focused on strengthening coordination in order to move faster.
And therefore, we have learned that, one, if we are not coordinated, if we don't coordinate, we don't have a body to whip our institutions to deliver these targets. Where we run around, our trade reps will get us orders that we won't be able to fulfill them. So coordination is a lesson we have learned, and that's why we brought these trade reps, so they can see what we're trying to do, to put everyone in one circle and say, all hands on the deck. We can't move unless we coordinate. Number two,
General Edward Katumba Wamala, the Minister for Works and Transport, presented on how key transport infrastructure can drive Uganda's export competitiveness. He said government is addressing the few pockets of poor road networks which are making goods expensive on the market.
And that supports regional trade very, very readily. The main artery feeding to the hub is not yet fully done, but we are going to start doing it come this financial year, and that's the railway line from Tororo all the way to Gulu. But the logistic hub is ready, and right now you can visit it and see how the facility is, and we think that that will be able to handle the markets to South Sudan and DRC in that sector. Government is also developing a multimodal.
General Katumba said, adding that as Uganda dreams for exporting 12 million bags of coffee, the government is developing the airport system to move goods across different countries.
Entebbe International Airport is undergoing massive improvement in terms of expansion, which we have done. We are increasing its capacity. We have revived the airline. This is for your own good, again, for the good of those who want to ease travel and export of goods. Yes, we still have a challenge connecting to opening some of our routes, like the route which everybody keeps asking me about. That's the direct route from Entebbe to London. It will come. It's not whether, it's just when that route will come. But we are in advanced stages on opening our route to Mumbai and also to Guangzhou. Very soon, we shall be having direct flights to those destinations.
The event, organized on the theme Coordination to Drive Uganda's Export Targets Through Better Trade Representation, targeted about 150 participants who include exporters, exporters association, service providers, among others. Sarah Chirabo, live at 8.